First off, we're gonna start with the moon landing. Do you believe motherfuckers actually went up to the moon and came back?
Yes, I believe in science.
There were no stars in any photo,
Can't
bro.
you? I seen a MythBusters episode that they were like trying to make it to because they're talking about the footage, right?
They literally were facing. There was like certain shadows and things like that. Obviously, I haven't shot in space, so I can't tell.
But they don't got no footage of Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game.
And it's coming from a photographer.
Let's say there was no cameras at all. Would you believe it?
Hell no. We got 9/11, bro.
Stage oil. Who talk about oil? Episode 3, we got a good one today. We got a really good one. We got conspiracy theories. So, the crazy guy on the street with a newspaper, he ready. He's here. We're here too. So, I don't know. Do you want to start or should I start? Because I know you got something you want to talk about, but I got some as well. So, who's starting?
Now, we'll save yours for a second. Let me start off. All right. Now, with conspiracy theories, I just want to see where your head's at on these. You ain't got to go too crazy, but first off, we're going to start with the moon landing. Do you believe motherfuckers actually went up to the moon and came back?
Yes, because they just did it again with the Artemis 2 mission. So why would they not?
Did they really? I thought that shit, people were calling that shit out and they were saying that it was all like CGI. They were like in a whole set and everything.
Yeah.
Pointing out a few
So they would
things on that
always be
moment.
like, there's like the shadows are wrong, whatever, blah blah. I seen a MythBusters episode that they recreated the whole like shadows and everything, and it still worked. But also like I believe in science, and I think it wasn't the like fake thing they were like trying to make it to be. It was like they actually started competing against the Russians at the time. So they were like, we gotta do this and we gotta get there.
Yeah. I mean, what about you seen the little joint where they sent like Katy Perry and all the little women up to space? Do you think they actually went to space?
Why did they do that? I don't even know what that was for. But hey,
women's empowerment. We gotta empower women
who sent
around
them
here.
up? Was it Bezos or
Jeff Bezos,
Okay, yeah.
bro. He's empowering the women.
Okay, awesome. But that's what I'm saying. If they can do
went to
that,
space?
why can't we go to the moon?
They were pretty close.
Let's get this clear.
They were up there.
So you don't believe we landed on the moon at that time?
Back in the day,
Yeah.
or like now?
Like, I mean, I don't think we've had actually landing on the moon since then. But you don't.
Exactly.
Do you believe
Yeah,
yes or no?
Hell no.
Okay,
You know why?
why?
Because they made one. It was the way it was shot. The shit was shot like. And it's coming from a photographer. There was like certain shadows and things like that. Obviously, I haven't shot in space, so I can't tell. Hey, I'm not a fucking NASA scientist or a damn astrophysicist or nothing like that. But I can tell you some shit when some shadows hit some. There was just certain things when they pointed it out in like the HD video that they did for like a documentary. It just didn't look right. It looked like some shit that was shot on a set, and like certain shit didn't make sense. It's like if you're shooting a picture in space, for real, your aperture is gonna be wide open. Nigga, you need to see some stars. There was no stars in that bitch. It was just straight black, and everybody just had the same little shadow and shit. There were no stars in any photo, bro. Go look at a photo. Go look at a photo right now of space, because we can actually do that shit.
Wait, do we see that though? If you're in space, do you always see stars like that? How does that work? Because I actually
You will see the stars in the background. You'll see the stars in the back.
Isn't that light that has to reach us, and like the way it maybe hits off the Earth, that's why we see it. But if you actually go into space, do you see the same type of thing? Because it's like stars that we see are just dead stars that have exploded, right? They're like billions of years old, so.
They're just pockets of light from far away, and check it. If you can see that bitch from Earth and you go to the moon and you can see the same fucking, because they weren't facing, they were facing both sides. They went around this motherfucker, but they literally were facing like the way where you would actually see stars and shit, and there's not a single star in that motherfucker.
So let me ask you this. This is where I was saying I had a conspiracy, right? And this kind of goes into the moon landing, because you're talking about the footage, right? So you don't believe it because of the way the camera works. But I would say this, right? They got 4K documentary footage of World War II. But they don't got no footage of Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. So did he ever score 100 points?
They weren't fucking with. They barely got footage of the moon landing when your
They
boy
got
was sitting
the
there
footage,
scoring 100.
bro. That's what I'm saying. So if you let's say like this, right? Conspiracy theory or not, right? If you have cameras around at the time and it's somehow not recorded at a famous event, like let's say the moon landing, right? Let's say there was no cameras at all. Would you believe it?
No, I wouldn't believe that shit. If we're in a rocket, there's damn sure a camera on that.
Okay, so
there's
you heard it here. Will Chamberlain never scored 100 points. I don't believe it. Never seen it.
You don't believe it?
They
got it recorded. They got it written down.
The paper says 100 points.
Yeah,
so
that says 100.
There should have been people taking pictures of every bucket he scored. We don't see those, so I don't think he ever scored it.
When did he score that? What year was this? Like 75,
60 something. Like
60?
I forget.
Bro, they were taking the fucking joints where you had to stand still in the no, bro. They weren't gonna. Actually,
no, that's the 1800s.
They had film. They have
Bro, they have video of him playing in the 60s, but I just don't know why that one game they didn't have him. That's something like. So moon landing, they got it in the same decade, right? What it was? Wait, moon landing was. 69?
They got some bullshit. I call it bullshit, but they got something.
Bro,
but check it. The moon landing to Wilt scoring 100.
Yeah.
What do you think is?
But they got 4K. They got 4K World War II trenches though. I'm just saying that's in the 40s.
I'm crying.
I'm just saying. Hey.
They do got 4K.
So
1940. It's upscale. It's AI upscale, bro.
There's no AI. There was no what?
I'm talking about right now. They AI upscaled that shit from back then.
They had 4K video of people who are just.
That was the.
I'm just saying the moon landing.
Job back in the day.
I believe it because of science. So we'll just disagree on that one. What we got next? What other conspiracy we got?
We got 9/11, bro. One of the biggest conspiracies in American history. 9/11. Do you believe that shit was staged, or do you think that organically happened because we're beefing with some motherfuckers over there in Al Qaeda and they just came over and said fuck y'all?
I think it was probably a mixture of both, to be honest with you, because I'll say this. So you see that Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, oil? Who talking about oil? Like, that's literally what it is.
Hey,
like,
is that the one where he slapped the water?
Like,
he was like, ah!
But that's why I'm like, there's no way that we would be, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard because we didn't really have that big of, like, TSA and everything like that before that time. So it's like, I don't even remember. I don't even.
Wait, whoa. 9/11?
Yeah. Like, so you couldn't, they didn't, there was like, they said this procedure of like releasing the cockpit and stuff. Like, you didn't do that before. They didn't care. You would like, oh, like everybody's going down or not, which is like, it's super sad and everything like that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can call it a conspiracy. But you mean like who did it?
I'm talking about the whole thing being orchestrated from us fucking with them to them saying, I don't, honestly, it's a conspiracy in a way that
who's them? Because I still don't know who it is. It was Iran. It was Iraq. I was
about to straight curse on this motherfucker.
I know, but it was like that's what they taught us back in the day as Americans. They were just like, oh, it's this specific people, and I'm like, we don't even know.
Al Qaeda. It was Al Qaeda and them, Osama and them.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, who knows who it was?
It wasn't Osama, but it was Al Qaeda and them.
Somebody at this point knows who claimed
people's
it.
Around
Yeah.
So, I think. I personally think we needed that shit to happen to, like, I don't know, just bring American people together on some bullshit. Yeah. It was just something that just, but it was like the whole way that shit happened too. So it's like, okay, they got the smart part of being like, all right, cool, we're gonna have some Al Qaeda motherfuckers, which you can really just hire bitches. Because remember, if I think they staged the moon landing, obviously they'll make some bitches look like Al Qaeda. They'll just be some regular motherfuckers. Yeah. Little whoop whoop on them, you feel me? Throw them in there. Hey, say.
What'd you just put on them?
I don't want to say nothing that someone think of.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But hey, speak a little bit. Say fuck y'all and get up in that plane and crash that shit.
Crazy.
I mean, you know exactly what I was. I'm not. Yeah, speak a little bit. Say fuck us and
but that's all,
crash that motherfucker.
It's hard to make it a conspiracy though, because it's like. That was a strategic plan. No matter who did it, like
hell yeah.
You just think it's an inside job, like America.
I think it's an inside job and strategic plan. What about Twin Towers? What do you think about the Twin Towers? Because that's another part of it.
Well, I mean that's the biggest part of it.
That's the biggest part. How
they
the
also
fuck
wanted to hit
did
the
those
Pentagon.
things?
I think.
They wanted to hit 3 different places.
Mm-hmm.
One didn't make it. The other one got shot down or crashed right before the Pentagon, and the only one that fucking hit was the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
So check it. I'm a civil engineer, so I'm able to talk about this. I'm a civil engineer. If you're making a skyscraper, bro, the tallest building in the United States, it low key might be fragile, but it's not gonna fall if a motherfucker crash into it. Like that, we ain't had no earthquake or no shit like that literally will shake that motherfucker. You feel me? But it's like the shit got hit. One got hit. The shit hit one, and both them bitches fell.
No, there was 2 planes.
Oh, actually, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, there was 2.
My bad.
But like, no, the way, because I seen a documentary on it one time, and I was like, you know how they always say like, what do they say? They be like, jet fuel don't melt steel beams.
Yeah, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
They probably had bombs on it though too. Like you gotta like think about like they probably took.
They had bombs in the building. That's why that bitch detonated the way it did.
So that's why people say it, and I'm like, I don't know. No matter what, it was a horrible event. But I also do know how you were saying that. Are you good?
Check it. Yeah, because I was about to be like, bro, check it. If you watch a video of a building being demolished, it will fall the exact same. It'll fall the exact same way the joints fell. You could also look up a video of a damn plane flying into a building. You know how many planes that flew into buildings?
No.
And you know how many of them bitches have not fell? Just get crashed into. Hey. Boom. They just get crashed into.
So you feel me? One, we're in agreement.
Jet fuel does not catch on fire. Jet fuel, any aerospace fuel is designed to not catch on fire.
Wow.
It's designed to not be combustible in a sense where like if it's just like on some shit or it's just puddling out, it's just gonna catch on fire or blow up. That's some movie shit. Like it has to be mixed. So you have jet fuel and it has to be mixed with some other shit in order for it to catch on fire.
Oh.
You just can't light it on fire.
News to me.
So yeah, that's so when planes are up in the air and some shit go wrong, we just don't die immediately. We can land that bitch.
Yeah.
And everyone can get off. Like there's a whole joint. So
it's what
like,
do you think? So you're saying the United States government was responsible in some way? They let it happen.
Hell yeah, bro. The United States government, and we could talk about that. The United States government has pushed so much shit on its people and done so much shady shit on its people for fucking free or less, bro. Free 99. I don't know the specific reasoning for them
oil.
Picking. Nah, hell nah. We gonna stage them. We just go over there and take the shit. We just go over there and take the shit. We wouldn't stage some shit.
So what do you think about like Pearl Harbor,
less.
right? Like Pearl Harbor, same type of deal, right? They attack a base. You know, I think they did because they kind of.
We dropped a
no,
nuke
but
on
Pearl Harbor
boys.
though, like right, that was the initial thing to get us into the war, and I say us, United States, right? Not us. I ain't do it.
He said us.
Hey, I ain't do it. But like that was the catalyst to kind of start going over there because before. And this is why I was like, when I learned the history a little bit more, I was like, oh, they knew what was going on. They were supplying the British. They were doing all these things. So they knew everything was happening. They never got into it until then. So let's just say this, right? Aren't we supposed to have a protected base? How do you not know a whole, brigade is coming? How do you not know this at that time when they had radar and all that stuff during the time? Like, how do you not know? So they let it happen again.
Our shit wasn't. You talking about Pearl Harbor radar and shit back then?
Did they not have radar?
Bro, we had 40s? To have. In the 40s, bro, our radar was having ships on the damn water around that hoe, and then them bitches are talking to each other, and then you got one big ass ship in the back that's talking to to everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the best way. Nigga, they were still doing echolocation back then in the 40s, bro. We ain't had no cell phones.
Nah, like but they had like sonar. Like I'm just saying, that's the same.
Yeah, sonar is the see some shit. So bro, you can't send no message with sonar.
The only thing that's ever led to Americans ever going to war is something happening on their own soil, right? So I'm just saying, maybe that's what they need to do.
What happened to us in World War I that made us go fuck with? What happened on our soil?
Wasn't it like some duke or something died? It was like a political thing, though, I guess. I don't know if that one. Wait, never mind. That's not true. No, that's not true. That's a bad statement because I was going to go back to. I was about to go back to the Tea Party.
Accurate history.
I was like the Tea Party, Pearl Harbor, 9/11,
Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, way back.
Oh hell no.
I'm just saying, like, the whole conspiracy there is like they'll do something to start a war because they have to. You gotta have a
Yeah,
reason. You
yeah,
can't just
yeah.
start a war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had to stage an attack from other motherfuckers
Yeah.
to get us to come together. I think they did it ultimately to make everyone come together to just like support warfare. Cause it's like, check it. If everybody's on some peace and love shit and we sit here and we start a war, you think motherfuckers gonna back that? Nobody's gonna back that. Now if we sit here and we got somebody to blame, oh, it's them. You know what I want to say? I want to say them saying.
Oh man, no, but that's exactly how it went down. That's exactly. But I think that's what I mean is like it had to be the casualty of like, American citizens.
97 people, 100 motherfuckers.
Well, a lot more.
Actually,
it's
probably more.
Thousands, right?
It's a lot more than
that.
It
was like thousands of people.
No, and
on 9/11.
In 9/11.
Bro, I swear, bro. That
so
was
we got three. We got three flights. We got 3 flights worth, and we got 2 skyscrapers.
No, that's what I'm
worth
saying.
of
It's
bitches.
more about the skyscraper. It's the planes were like I don't know how many people, maybe a couple hundred people, and then the actual like skyscrapers had thousands of people. People work there every day, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah. People who were working
and then surrounding people
but,
too. It's not just and then firefighters. You got to remember those people also who were the first responders. So
yeah.
It's cool, but it sounds like we agree on that one at least. Is there's no way that was just like not staged in some
organic? You thought that was organic?
Why
has that never happened?
I was like a little kid, I was like 5 years old. I was like, oh my god,
5?
they're under attack, right? They stopped school,
bro,
and they're like rolling in the giant, the TV, that old school TV. I'm not sitting there like
roller TVs when you thought.
I was like, bro, why do we need?
We're
to watch
watching
this?
the news.
Like, what do we need to watch this for?
I
was like, we're not in. I wasn't in New York, so.
Bro, I was in Florida. They shut shit down.
Oh, because George Bush was in Florida reading to them kids. He said, huh? I was like, bro, what is going on?
George Bush was reading to them kids.
Yeah, I think he was in Florida, right? I'm pretty sure. You might have been in the classroom.
Conspiracy.
Bro, you were part of 9/11. Oh.
Shut up, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
You were part of 9/11.
You were the kid who was reading.
He wasn't talking to me, bitch. What the fuck?
Oh.
George Bush was not reading to me, bro. If George Bush was reading to me, bro.
He said, no Tyler left
He's not
behind.
coming to the hood. George Bush ain't coming to the hood.
Bro.
Actually, he might. He might. I was like, he might. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey,
Okay,
we'll
so
see. What we got?
We agree on that. Next topic, I say we just take it up a little bit. How do you feel about aliens? Do you feel like we're the only ones out here? Do you think these movies are depicting some fake ass shit?
No, scientifically though, like there has to be like the chances of there being other like living. I don't know. It's more about like I know there's aliens in the sense of like organisms, like living organisms in other places, but like a green like big eye thing. No, like I probably not. Most likely not.
A green big eye.
Yeah, like they always doing like this ain't no Men in Black thing, but also like
I was just about to say that. I was gonna be like, you think that Men in Black shit is real? That conspiracy? Do you think these motherfuckers are getting this movie shit from real shit?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
You think them aliens they be making are real?
We're at the point where there's always like these like there's these like I guess like a paradox where it's like you can't reach where these people would be, so you would never be able to travel. By the time you travel there, your ship's gonna get destroyed unless you have a wormhole, which I don't even know if have we seen a wormhole? I don't know, but like
hey, CERN been making them wormholes for years over there.
I'm just saying we're never gonna reach them. If they exist,
smashing shit.
If they exist, we can't reach them. So it's like almost like it's okay if we never find them because it's like we'll be long gone by the time anything ever happens.
What some alien shit?
Like if an alien left right now, it probably won't reach us for 100 million light years. So what's the point, right?
Damn. You don't think them bitches just be like, bah.
Who's close enough? What's the closest like? I don't even know. Like we'd have to look that up. But like the closest planet with like life, right? We've scanned some. I know we've scanned some, and like this could be like Earth.
So we scanned them.
And then it's like. There's still no life on it because if somebody scanned Earth, they would see that there's civilization here. Like they would easily see it. They'd be like, "Oh, satellites! Oh my God, people, monuments, things!" Right? We don't see none of that.
Truck in orbit. So, damn.
So I don't know. Okay, do you believe in aliens? Like, you think they're out there? Like in the movies?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I honestly think about it all the time. I'm like, bro, where do you think these people be getting these over realistic ass ideas for aliens? Because if you really thought, if a motherfucker just came up with an alien like on some organic shit, they would probably look way different than what the fuck we be depicting them and shit.
Yeah.
Like E.T. and shit. I feel
Ugh.
like E.T.
Hey,
I
E.T.
feel
be
like
like,
I feel
he be
like
like,
they
phone
literally.
home.
But I feel like, bro, they be making certain movies to like wean motherfuckers into the little. They're like, hey yo, this is what we think aliens look like. We
Yeah.
don't know if they're real or not,
Didn't
but
Obama say that? Obama said that.
Obama just came
Yeah.
out like a month ago and said, yes, aliens are real,
Yeah.
but I ain't seen one. And then Trump was like, he was like, yo, that nigga, he was like, yo, that motherfucker is saying some shit he shouldn't have said.
Mm.
He's gonna get in trouble. So he confirmed it. So technically he confirmed the shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But we sent out that probe or whatever and said, oh yeah, this is where we are to show us where to find this. I'm like, bro, that's gonna haunt us in some future generations. It's gonna haunt us. But to go back to what you were saying, how do they depict them?
Yeah.
I have a very good theory on this. This is a theory I've been thinking about a lot.
What you got?
The way we think about aliens is, I think people get really high. I think they use a lot of drugs, and then they see this. No, but hear me out though, because I seen this clip of somebody who said they took a drug. I don't know what drug it was, but they said I lived a whole nother life. So they went into another reality, another dimension,
DMT?
something. Yeah, something. They took something.
The DMT.
But they said
the most powerful shit.
Yeah, bro. Whatever it was, he said I lived my whole life out. I said, bro, he went into an alternate universe, bro. He went into some parallel universe, and there might be aliens there.
Yeah.
But that's where I think people go is like they take some drugs. They're creatives, right? They take some drugs and some psychedelics, and they see things that you typically don't see, or maybe because I think a lot of the stuff is vibration, right? Like frequencies. So like we're on the same frequency because we're in the same reality. But once you leave that, you can see some new stuff, bro. Trust.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Instead of talking about aliens out there, we got some real life alien shit. I don't know if you've heard about it, but in Antarctica, there's a whole lot of conspiracy theories around Antarctica in a gist. But I'll give you the gist. First off, we have a treaty with every single one of the nations on the entire fucking globe that we don't go to Antarctica at all. Like nobody's allowed to go to Antarctica except for specific scientists and shit. And then bitches can't even go through the whole thing. They can only stay on like one part of that.
I'm about to say you definitely can go there. You can go there.
No, you can go there. People have gone there, but you can't explore Antarctica completely. So check it. Supposedly, motherfuckers are saying there's a big ass hole in the middle of Antarctica. They also say this for the North Pole as well. Like nobody be going to the North Pole or the complete South Pole. They say there's two big ass holes on the edge of the Earth, and that shit just go in and out that motherfucker. That's why we have the Antarctic Treaty. If you know what that is, like I said, it's where nobody's allowed to go there except for like.
You can't go there, or you can't like own it, like claim it. I thought you couldn't claim it.
No. So no one owns Antarctica. That's one thing, and two, it's not open. Antarctica is not open to the public. So that's the nomenclature that they say. Antarctica is not open to the public.
That's gotta be
so
capped.
No one can go there. And if I was to get in my fucking plane and go fly over there, they shoot my ass down. There was a kid who tried to fly to Antarctica and they shot his ass down. As an Asian kid, not too long ago.
Well, sure, if you go like there like that, but I like one of my old managers from work. He visited Antarctica. That's why I was like,
did he go? Where did he go?
I don't know. I have no idea. Because I was like, I didn't know. Like somebody went on vacation and like, oh, I went to Antarctica, and I was just like, I didn't think to like ask where did you go because I'm like, it's just one big ice thing, right? Like I didn't think about that at the time.
Yeah, it's one big ass ice joint.
Like if you say, oh, I go to Europe, it's like, what country do you go to? But there's no countries in Antarctica.
No, I think there's provinces
in Antarctica.
Like, yeah, it's just Antarctica and it's just provinces around that bitch. But obviously, motherfuckers ain't up in that hole. Like you ain't never gonna see nobody there. But from my knowledge, I know a couple people who went to Antarctica. They've only been able to go to one place, and they only get to look at like one fucking thing. Like no one's allowed to go into that motherfucker like deep into Antarctica and shit.
Bro. Like real talk, it's cold.
Okay, bro, it's not that cold, bro.
Bro, it's
not like
literally
frigid.
the coldest place. It's like the coldest place on the planet, right? Because it's like
just cold.
Let's say like we're centered on our axis, right? If you're facing away from the sun at the time, which I think you low-key always are, there might be some sun, but there's certain spots where I feel like it's like the the where the moon doesn't shine, you know? So it's probably too cold to even exist there for humans. I'm like, you know, do penguins go there or something? Some polar bears?
Yes, there's a lot of there's considerable wildlife in the Antarctica, so it's livable. It's clearly
Wait,
livable.
I thought there was no.
But
Are penguins in South Pole or the North Pole? There were
penguins are South Pole.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's some shit North Pole. It's probably just like
Santa
whales
Claus,
and fucking
yeah.
that too. Ain't nobody ever seen his ass. But that
No, he was
apparently
a real person,
there's pyramids.
Bro. He just wasn't.
Apparently there's pyramids in Antarctica as well. Do you believe they got pictures of them?
Okay,
and shit.
You brought up a good point. So
What's up?
this might not be a conspiracy, but
what's up?
Why is it that, you know, I'm gonna just call this racism because that's what it is. Why is it that in Africa it's aliens made the pyramids, but in Mexico and South America it's all good? We good, and it's,
bro,
what's up with that, bro?
It's
like there was
say,
a Silk Road.
It's some racist shit because clearly they'd be like, bro, the Mexicans would put a pyramid up in 2 seconds, bro. Obviously they'd be cracking on that
Why is
shit.
it that the bigger civilization, there was more people in the Silk Road and trading in Africa and ancient Egypt than there ever was in the United States or like South America? So like the population was just greater. I'm pretty sure, maybe not, but that's where a lot of things are happening. So that's all. I was just like, why aliens?
You know how I feel. You know how I feel about the pyramids. Me personally, it's just because the one in Egypt, they're so precisely made. It's like damn near, and we still have theories on this shit today. There's no one agreed theory on how them bitches were made. It's just a few very heavily supported.
Slavery.
There's just it's just a few. There's just a few heavily supported, you know, topics that we go on that shit. It's like, all right, cool. Slaves built them. They just took a long time and they made a ramp or some shit. They just pushed them bitches up a ramp.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's just we can't make no shit as precise as the pyramids here today.
We can. We just have a different way of life. That's the thing. That's what I'm like. I don't know why people say we can't. You know, this is not Bible study, but you know the Tower of Babylon, right? I'm like, that's
the Tower of Babylon.
So that's what it is. When you can work together, everybody speaks the same language, everybody can do things, you can accomplish anything. But nowadays we're so disconnected that it just don't work. Like, yeah, we can't do it now because we don't got the manpower. That's about it. So
we got them Spanish people.
Who? Hey, no, I'm not gonna lie.
Spanish people.
I'm not gonna lie.
We got all them people who were willing to build that wall or are here to build that.
That wall
pyramid.
is never getting built, bro. Stop it.
I never said it was. I'm just saying. You know how many people were like, "I'll build that wall." You remember they were giving like 100 racks. Go build the wall.
Yeah, no.
Whole salary.
I'm just saying.
Shit.
This ain't gonna be the Great Wall.
Should
of
I
China.
build that bitch for us?
Bro, we need to stop. Hey, man, conspiracy theory right here. It's like that wall ain't never gonna built. It never was gonna get built.
Okay. What about the conspiracy theory you had in the tuck? Do you still got that one, or did you?
In the tuck, we got so off topic.
The one that's in the tuck.
In
that might be the last one.
All right, the last one for the tuck. Man,
for the tuck.
You said something. You said something about this is the one of the tuck. So, it's like, you know, they say like, oh, like you can like control the temperature and stuff, right? That type of stuff. My theory, and this is I swear to God, has to be true. The government, the United States government, solely the United States government. You go anywhere else in the world, there's no traffic like that. We don't even have the population for this. They send out bots, not bots, but like drone people, like people to go cause
cyborgs.
No, real people hired by the U.S. government to create traffic jams because everybody want to get home. I've never met somebody who don't want to get home. So why are we driving so slow? I swear to God, bro, think about it. Think about it for a second. Why would there ever be a traffic jam if there's no accidents? If there's an accident, I get it. But there's usually like no accidents on the road, at least where I am, and there's always traffic, bro. Everybody trying to get home quick. Nobody's lacking. Everybody's ready to go, but there's somehow trapped. Somebody's stopping us.
Somebody, you think
the United States
I don't know about that. That's some funny shit. I think we got enough fucking organically bad drivers here that shit is all.
Think about it. If you think about it,
okay.
Literally, the United States government gives us oil, right? So if you
They
cause
sell us oil. They don't give a shit. They sell.
It's more profitable to make traffic so you have less driving,
Oh,
right? The
to make
efficiency.
people stay.
And you
Yeah.
spend money.
Oh,
And then also on top of that,
okay.
how they always give you drugs and alcohol and all these things to keep you just down, bro. It's like they said. Well, somebody said like.
Oh yeah.
They said they put the fluoride in the water over here like crazy. Hey man, keep you
Make
docile.
motherfuckers thirsty.
Nah,
So
bro. That's what I'm
buy
saying.
more water.
I'm just saying. I've never understood why there's traffic when everybody want to get home. Think about it. Because you leave a sporting event, right? There's never traffic out of a sporting event. Like, if you think about how many people are at the sporting... Like, you go to a football game.
What you mean?
Bro, compared to everyday traffic, right? A sporting event, you leave, and it's just, like, free after a while. It might be when you're in the parking lot, cool, sure. But you're free on the freeway. You're good. I've never had that issue at a sporting event. But when it comes to everyday, like, traffic, like, what is it called? I can't even think about what it's called right now. It's like rush hour. Yeah, there
like
it is.
I was gonna say it was like end of day.
Yeah,
commute.
rush hour.
Rush
bro,
hour.
They send out drones, bro. I'm telling you, they got to do it.
Drones. They send out fucking just random motherfuckers like, hey, just go start some
Before
traffic.
they were ICE agents, they were just sitting around in traffic. I promise you.
They were fucking.
That's my conspiracy theory. I know, because I'm convinced, bro. I've never met a person who loves to
back that shit up agents.
Exactly.
They were that shit up agents. That's fucking crazy.
I'm standing on that.
Honestly,
prove me wrong.
When you say it like that, you said they sell us gas and they just create that shit so motherfuckers could just buy more gas. It's funny as hell. I've never thought about that shit. That's funny in the bitch. I mean, I gotta be on board with that one. I'm on board with that one. As crazy as that sounds, I'm on board with that. I ain't gonna lie. But do you want one more? Or what you got? Doing?
You got one more? If you got one more,
I got one more. This might be a banger. The Simpsons.
They ain't been wrong yet.
You think they ain't been wrong? They have been on point for coronavirus, Trump being elected as president. Fucking, they did do the moon landing. I don't know. I think they did a little World War III joint. I don't know. They might have, but everything they've really been pointing out, bro. They've been hitting. I ain't gonna lie. Simpsons know something.
Didn't they say he came back in time? The dude who created it came back in time because he knew everything was gonna happen.
I don't know bro. The one that he came back in time.
Like the writer of it, he came back in time or something. Like the actual person, like came back in time because I think he also didn't he do Futurama if I'm not mistaken.
Did he?
I think. Don't quote me on this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure.
I'm sitting there. I'm like.
I'm pretty sure that the creator of The Simpsons, there was a theory out there that he came back from the past or the future because he knew too many things and he kind of messed up and exposed himself. But they've never, that's just a theory. But
so he made a cartoon.
Because he knows how to make money. He's like, I can make money because there's nothing.
I'm
think about
in
it. What cartoons are out
tears.
there, bro? Everything tries to copy The Simpsons. Every single cartoon, adult cartoon.
Everything. When did Simpsons come out?
Bro, Simpsons is old. Simpsons is old. Is it still running? It's before South Park. It's before like King of the Hill. It's before Family Guy.
Damn.
And those are like 25 years old at this point. So it's older than that. It came back in either the 80s or 90s or something.
Something like that. Damn.
Yeah.
So do you think majority of what the Simpsons be portraying earlier than when it happens? Do you think that shit's true? You think somebody knows something over there?
I think it's too close to reality to be a coincidence because it's like some of these episodes are from like deep
10 fucking years ago, 15 years ago. They did the Donnie Trump episode like 05.
Yeah, you don't just be like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be the president. Like, no.
This guy's gonna be the president of the United States. Just some random shit. He never said anything about that.
And there was a clip of him going down an escalator, like the way he was going down and moving, and it was perfect. I was like, bro, that's too creepy, bro. Nah, I think Simpsons is that's something you don't wanna mess with because it's like
you don't wanna mess with. That's that
too...
Hollywood magic. That Hollywood magic.
Or are the Simpsons right, or do they just is whoever's leading the world said, oh yeah, let's just do the Simpsons.
Let's just do this. I think it's a little bit of both. I think someone's just like, fuck it, we're gonna put that shit in plain sight. So motherfuckers are just used to it. They get used to it before they even know. Hey, you grew up with that shit. You grew up with us saying Donnie was gonna be the president 20 years in advance.
Stop saying that name, bro. That's weird, bro. I can't hear that. That's a nickname.
Donnie gonna be the president in a bit.
I'm like, I was like, that's crazy. But
That
I
is
think
crazy,
we can
but
both agree on that one. It's creepy how The Simpsons is weird, man. Like
it is. It is.
like you watch something like Rick and Morty, you're like, okay, none of this stuff's happening. Like it's cool, it's a cartoon, it's whatever. The Simpsons,
It might be. It might just be too new. It might just be too new.
Hey.
You never know. Simpsons had to. They had to write that shit out.
they ran out a lot. Like,
They wrote it out. But I think with that, I think that's where we're gonna end this episode today. That was a good one about conspiracy theories.
you know,
Tune in for the next one. You got anything you want to say?
let's get it cracking, man. Let's do it.